Errol Spence Jr. says he is looking to stop Shawn Porter. A lot of people don't think it's possible. He also talks about his game plan for the fight and what he wants to do by next year. Let's cover those things in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Invite you to subscribe and hit the bell icon. And also, I want to thank everybody that continues to encourage the channel's development through going to the live streams that we do daily and OG Boxing Talk on Sunday with myself, KQKC Boxing, Blood Boxing, Curtis Anderson, where we talk about boxing, historical boxing, modern day boxing, and we have really great conversations with a very mature fan subscriber base. I hope that you attend, and thank you to everybody that supports on Patreon. Now that I got out of thanking, I got that out of the way, thanking the people that really matter. Let me talk about this tremendous fight that is supposed to take place, that will take place, God willing, on September 28th in LA. I've been trying my best to promote the fight, talk about the fight as often as I can. But the fight is involving two guys that are pretty well. Errol Spence Jr. is just a pretty stoic individual, straightforward. He says, I'm looking to stop him. But then he talks about how he's going to go about it. And is he going to follow the Kell Brook game plan and how Kell Brook beat him, or how Keith Thurman beat him? And he said, no, he's got his own game plan for him. He watched a little film on the Kell Brook fight, and there's some things that he saw there. There's things that he saw in other fights, but he and his coach, Derek James, are coming up with their own game plan. They also talked about the sparring partners that they have, and he said it. I didn't say it, but I saw it, and I can't comment on it. But he talks about the terrific sparring that he gets in camp and how he usually trains with the same guys. And he brought this one kid up from Mexico who could box, could fight, could do all of this different stuff, and what great training the guy provided for him. And I can attest to that firsthand that, yeah, that's the case. That kid can fight. Errol Spence Jr. can fight his ass off too. So it was a blessing. But man, I think he's ready for Shawn Porter, man. And the knockout portion of it though, man, that's tough. That's real tough. Because Shawn Porter, I do believe, is going to try his best not to get knocked out. And the energy coming off Shawn Porter making statements about, yeah, I've got a proven chin. Do you really want your chin tested like that? But we'll see. Also, Errol Spence does acknowledge though, and that, those guys are going to get hit. Shawn Porter, if he boxes on the outside, there's going to be some punches that land from Shawn Porter. So one of the reasons that I really like this fight is that you're going to have some give and take. Shawn Porter ain't going to lay down. Shawn Porter is not going to hide. Shawn Porter is not going to be hiding behind his hands, behind his guard like this, and taking a bunch of shots, just trying to make it to the 12th round so he can claim he didn't get knocked out. I do believe this about Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter has a lot of dog in him. And however he's got to try to get it done, he's going to try everything he possibly can to get that done. If Errol Spence is able to stop Shawn Porter, hey man, that's got to put people on notice, because nobody knocked out Shawn Porter. If nobody's come close to knocking out Shawn Porter, and he's fought the best competition that anybody has fought at 147 pounds outside of Manny. Obviously, Manny Pacquiao's resume is, it's impeccable, right? He's fought Cotto, he's fought Floyd Mayweather Jr., he fought Oscar De La Hoya, he fought Juan Manuel Marquez. So clearly, Manny Pacquiao, as far as the people that he's fought, is on another level from everybody else in boxing, really, at this point in time that's active. But Shawn Porter, as far as the rest of the people at 147 pounds go, man, he's fought the top. He's fought the best of the best, and he's never been knocked out. And he's desperate. I won't say desperate, but very, very hungry to repeat this pay-per-view thing because he wants to fight Manny Pacquiao. So, hey, man, with your career coming towards the end, because Shawn Porter's been around a lot of times, for a long time. I remember watching him beat up on Paulie Malignaggi and thinking, man, this guy can really, really be good, man. This guy can really, really be good. And then, a couple fights later, he lost to Kell Brook. But after that, man, the guy has just shown that he's got real stick-to-itiveness. And, hey, man, anybody wants a hard fight, man, Shawn Porter's your guy. But I pick Errol Spence. Now, on this fight, though, I want to say that there is another excellent... Oh, before I do that, forgive me. Let me take that in order. Errol Spence Jr. says he wants to unify. He wants to become undisputed champion at 147 in 2020. So you know what that means. He's looking for that WBO champion, Terrence Crawford. And that, aside from the fact that I'm an Errol Spence Jr. fan, and I'm an Errol Spence Jr. fan. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I like that kid. I like how he fights. I like that kid. I like the kid personally. I think he's a good guy. He's confident and he will beat you up. So he ain't no soft touch. But I like the kid. I think he's a solid young man. I think he's an honest young man. He's a hardworking young man. And I like that, man. He does it as clean as he can possibly do it. Now, when he was asked about what he was going to do if Shawn Porter got dirty, he said, hey, we got ways to get rid of that. And maybe I do a little bit of that too. You're not going to just come out here bullying me. But so anyway, I like the kid. And one of the reasons that I really want him to win, aside from the fact that I really like him and I like how he fights, is I want to see the Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. fight, man. We need to get the mega fight. The boxing needs a mega fight. People keep trying to come up with all of these ways to regenerate boxing, and maybe we should reinvent some rules, or maybe we should, make people jump up and down, weight classes and do all these kind of things, man. When the most tried and true way to make boxing popular and have it really, resonate with boxing fans is for the best to fight the best. And not the best that Ring Magazine says is the best with their pound for pound stuff. Because when you do all that talk about pound for pound, nobody's watching pound for pound lists. You'll never put a pound for pound list on television. Because that's all it is going to be. It'll be a list. Oh, that's your pound for pound list. Okay, yay. You ever seen anybody pay $60, $75, $100 watching a pay-per-view, watching a pound for pound list? Obviously not. They come to see the best fight that they can see. And when hardcore boxing fans know who the best fighters are. And at the welterweight division, you don't get a lot of consensus in boxing, but the consensus is the best two welterweights in boxing are Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford. I would love to see those guys fight. I believe both of those guys want that fight. And if he doesn't get past Shawn Porter, that fight more than likely is never, ever going to happen, because Shawn Porter ain't going to fight Terrence Crawford. Shawn Porter ain't fighting Terrence Crawford. Shawn Porter wants Manny Pacquiao get that payday and retire. So anyway, that's my take on that. But the other thing I wanted to say about this fight card, is do not miss David Benavidez, Andre Dirrell. That is a fight that, if that was coming on this Friday, man, I would be amped. I would be amped about it just coming up. It was just coming on regular Fox, because David Benavidez, for me, is another one of the guys that are one of my favorite fighters in the ring. Outside the ring, man, the dude's been is kind of a cocky dude, but he should be, because the cat can fight. The guy can fight. But when he's speaking, he's arrogant, but he's talking the truth. He means what he says, man. He says that he's going in there, he's going to beat up Andre Dirrell. I absolutely, positively believe it. And I believe that David Benavidez is going to beat anybody at 168 pounds. And I think that even like Canelo going to 160-75 and going past David Benavidez in 168. Hey man, I think Canelo, I think I'll put it this way. David Benavidez has just as good a chance of beating Canelo Alvarez as Sergey Kovalev does. And that's a big statement because Sergey Kovalev, although I don't like him, that dude can fight. Let me know what you think in the comments section though. And with that, I'm out. Peace.